Yeah, that's kind of the goal. Throwing this past couple bullpens in the last week was more so just location based and make sure I'm feeling good and taking that out to the game.
What was working so well for you today?
Curveball was actually doing pretty well today. It's kind of a tough spot to throw a curveball, but we were getting some depth on it and keeping it short. And then Matt called a great game, so really following his lead. Backdoor cutters were working, so it's just a good mix of pitches.
When you get through that 6-pitch fifth inning, are you thinking I could go pretty deep into this game?
Yeah, I mean any inning that I have less than 10 pitches, I'm extremely happy with immediately. So I was excited to keep the pitch count down and stay in the game as long as possible.
Were you all surprised to be that sharp after 2 weeks without pitching or rehab or anything?
Yes and no. I'm such a command guy and a field-based pitcher. I got to live on the corner, so that's what I've been focusing on the entire time I've been on the IL when I've been throwing and feeling better. So it was just nice to go back and compete again and to be able to live on the corners and keep them guessing.
Has there been anything that's been different for you since coming over to Baltimore that's just kind of allowed you to get back to where you were last year?
Nothing crazy, maybe a little different sequence stuff, but just happy to compete with a great group of guys, honestly. It's been a lot of fun, and we're looking forward to a great September and October.
This can be a really hard ballpark to pitch in. Did you do anything differently today that helped you out with the altitude and everything else here? Kind
of. I learned a couple outings ago here that you can't really look into anything that you throw, like numbers-wise, analytic-wise. Just go out there and compete and live on the corners. I think that's helped me out a lot, along with not being result-driven, being more so process-driven has helped me out a lot. So kind of going out there, not worrying about what the stuff is doing, just making sure I'm throwing it where I want to. It's been big for me out here.
With all the injuries, especially the pitching staff this team has had, they're really looking to you to have more starts like today. Just how are you kind of approaching that going in the final stretch, trying to take on that role of being a bulldog, being an innings eater?
Yeah, it's more so just taking the ball every fifth or sixth day that I'm asked to, and not changing anything, going out there and competing, and not overthinking anything, not overreacting to anything, and just go out and play baseball, man.